Guess what, homies? I am reviewing a camera sling. This was sent to me by a company called Bagsmart, and it is a camera sling. And what do I carry when I'm on the streets all the time? A camera. And yes, I have a camera sling bag to review. Now, no money exchanged hands in making this video. However, I did receive this camera sling bag. I received a bum bag, or a fanny pack, I think the Americans call them, and I also received a suitcase. Reviews for those are coming as well. And they were sent to me just in time for my trip to Vietnam. So I've been in Vietnam now for 2 weeks, doing lots of photography, lots of travel, and testing out the gear that was sent to me. Everyone who has a camera is always looking for the perfect travel bag. And it is hard to find. And every time I think I find one, I buy it, I think it's great, but then within a few days I'm wishing it had this, or I'm wishing it didn't have that. So let's do an honest review on this Bagsmart camera sling, and you can decide whether you want to buy one or not. Now, I shoot with 2 cameras mainly, the Canon R6 Mark II with pretty big lens. So the first lens that I would generally shoot street photography with is the RF 35mm VCM. However, when they are attached, they fit comfortably inside this. Now, I wouldn't have room for a second lens in that situation, so you might choose to go for a, like a multi-purpose zoom lens on something like the size of the Canon R6 Mark II, because the bag is only so big. However, if you are a street photographer who likes a smaller camera, which I know that 99% of you are, most people are shooting on like Ricos or small Fuji films. So if you are someone with a smaller camera, then this will be great. It has actually a compartment in there for a lens, as well as a lens and body setup. And then it has several other different compartments. This one here, which is just attached for a magnet, which I would just put stuff in there that's not really that important, because it's a bit pickpockety. You just have to pull it open like that. However, as pickpockety as it is very handy. I generally have like tissues and stuff in there, or some wipes, something like that. Generally something that I need to use quite often when I'm out walking the streets. And I do like that it opens nice and easy access. We all love a bit of easy access. Then on the other side, we do have a zipper bag, and in here is where I do like to keep memory cards and batteries. And I think, 2 or 3 batteries in there, memory card, maybe a tripod tool as well can go in there. Just your sort of little knickknacks for street photography that I require quite often. Just a quick unzip in there. Now within there is also 2 pockets. There's some mesh material and 2 pockets in there as well. It's just one simple zip. I like it. Now within the main compartment itself, there is these zippers with these little ties on them, and they make it nice and easy to grab. I do like having those, because sometimes you tuck the zipper in underneath the strap to keep it out of the way and out of reach of pickpockets, which is a handy feature. However, having that little loop on there makes it nice and easy to pull open just like that. Within there as well, like I said, you have a spot for a lens, and then you also have a spot for your camera body with another lens attached to it. And then you have a little pocket here as well with a zipper on it for more security. That might be where you put your wallet, for example. Now within that as well, there is also some little pockets. They're nice and small, and I think that's more like for you could put SD cards and stuff in there as well, whatever you want. Now, overall, I like the build quality of it. It's very padded, so if you're walking around doing a lot of street photography and it's hitting into things, say banging onto fence railings and stuff like that, it's not too bad. You take it off, put it down on a table or chair next to you while you're having a coffee. It's offering some protection to your world's most prized possession, which is your camera. So I like that. Just enough padding to not make it too bulky, but enough to add a little bit of protection to your gear. So that's pretty handy as well. Now, something else that I do actually throw in here is the Rode Video Wireless Pro, but not the whole kit. This is the whole kit. I don't throw them in there. I just take out the lab mic and the receiver and the transmitter and put them in there and then take them with me. So if I do want to stop somewhere and shoot a video like this, I have all the gear in here ready to go. So when I'm using the Canon R50, I can just put a whole kit in here and it just goes in really, really well. Now, if you are using a bigger mirrorless camera and you have several lenses, then obviously you're going to go for more of a backpack style. So don't jump in the comments and annihilate the camera sling. The camera sling has a purpose, as does the backpack. And this is a very good camera sling in my opinion. Now, one of the things though that I would like to see improved, for every item I review, no matter how much it's worth, no matter who sends it to me, there's always room for improvement, right? Everything can improve, and that's the case also with the Bagsmart camera sling. First thing is, I think the actual strap could be bigger, and I'll just show you. Now, this is the camera sling with a camera and a microphone in it, so it's fully loaded, ready to go, and you can see it's nice and tight on the body, which makes it secure. It makes it hard for people to get to it, and I'm talking about pickpockets. However, for me, I prefer if it was being able to hang a little bit lower down on my hip. I think it's just a bit too high, and that's as low as I can get it to go. But I'm a bit of a special kind of person, so maybe there's a better way to use it. But for me, it's just a little bit high. Now, as I was saying before, there is room in here for a Canon R50 with a kit lens, plus another lens, and a little microphone and a couple of batteries, and you're good to go. So for me, it's a great little bag for that regular street photographer, day tripper kind of photographer who's out and about. What do you think? What do you guys think? That is with a kit lens, an R50 and a microphone, 2 batteries, SD cards in it. As I said, I also have like my wipes in there, which would be in the other side. I generally have my wipes in here. Now, there is another part to this, which I haven't discussed yet, and it's the part here. You can actually put a small tripod in here. Now, I have been using the Manfrotto tripod, which you can see in this video I'm putting over the top of the screen, and looping it in there, and that's good enough. But that's really a small handheld vlogging tripod, and that fits in there nicely. But if you did want to take something a little bit bigger, it probably wouldn't fit. So you have to decide what sort of tripod you want to take on your street photography trips or your day trips. For some of you, it's no tripod, then it doesn't matter. Or a little vlogging tripod is all you need just to stabilize your camera like this. So you decide whether it's enough for you, but this strap maybe could be bigger. Maybe it's just designed for the mini tripod, but I like it. So I don't really have any issues with this. Yes, I like it. I would recommend that you check it out. What questions do you have about the Bagsmart camera sling? I'll put some specs over the screen so you can read them. More stuff about, you know, what it's made of and stuff like that, I'll put over the screen. But for me, I can't really fault it other than the 2 things I mentioned. Anyway, I'll be using this tomorrow again, another day. I'm actually overseas in Vietnam, and I've been using it a lot for street photography, just filling it up with gear and going out and doing my thing. If you're a one lens kind of photographer, then it's very handy. That's about a 14-minute video on the Bagsmart camera sling. Thank you all for watching. I just wanted to say this. I'm sick of social media. So if you do want to follow my photography, and I do try and travel around Asia and Australia and do street photography, then go and check out my website and see some of my work there. To me, I'm kind of sick and tired of, you know, I don't even know what Instagram's doing with photography these days, but I don't see many photos when I go there. I see advertisements and reels. It's hard to find real photography content. So I put mine on my website, which is conorwatt.com. Go and check that out. That would be the best way you could support me and sponsor me, is by following me on my channel. I'll put my videos there as well. I'll put my photography there, and anything else I might do, I'll put on there as well. So it'd be really sweet if you could go there and check that out. What do you think of this room? This is a hotel room that I'm in Hanoi. no light, some light, no light, some light, no light, some light, no light.